Hey, crypto family. Hope y'all been doing good. I know it hasn't been an easy week the past week. Bitcoin's fell over $1,000 and it's struggling to stay above that $4,000 level. We have the Bitcoin Cash versus ABC versus SV, and we've also had a lot of speakers giving their opinion on where they think Bitcoin's going to go. So I'm going to cover all that today and give you some of my opinions on what I think about the market right now. So looking at the market here, we can see Bitcoin's at $4,030, just above 4,000, at up 7.31%. XRP's up nearly 7% to 37.6 cents. XRP has been a really good hedge over the past couple of weeks since this downturn, so I think it's definitely something, to keep some of your diversified assets in. It's not financial advice, but seems to be XRP is doing pretty good at holding steady. Ethereum's up 8% to $115. Then Bitcoin Cash, which is previously ABC, so they're one and the same, is up 0.5%. Still trying to regain those gains that it had a month ago at $185. And then Stellar is up 9.7% to 15.5 cents. Now, I mentioned here that Bitcoin SV, a lot of people were talking about that, and we can see it's fell. It was the number 7 spot. Now it's the number 9 spot from yesterday, and it's down over 25% to $83. So a lot of people were buying this when the market was down, and we'll have to see if the market does turn down again, if Bitcoin SV goes to the upside and is that hedge position. So I'm going to be interested to see exactly what happens there, but we're going to have to keep an eye on that, and hopefully this war that Roger Ver and Craig Wright are having, dwindles and disappears, because it's not fun for anyone, and I know no one likes to see Bitcoin dropping like it has been. So it's good to see it's a green day so far. So let's go and look at the chart real quick. So you can see right here, Bitcoin is at $4,000. It's holding just above it, which is great, because you can see it's tried to break 4,000 and it's failed multiple times. So if we can stay above 4,000 and then break this $4,100 level that is showing strong resistance as well, I believe that will be, something to lead a rally. So you can see here on the 4-hour chart, this is the 50-day moving average sitting at about 41.37. So I'm looking to break this, and then we're going to have to test here this previous resistance of about 4,500, and then from there break that $5,000 level. So again, we're going to have to watch these levels, see if we can stay above these and if we can break to the upside. Now, one other thing I want to bring out is the RSI. So on this 4-hour chart, you can see when Bitcoin had that huge breakdown from over $6,200 down to when it started, is you can see that started when the RSI was at 37.3. So I drew that line, the RSI couldn't break above that, and then went to the downside. And you can see multiple times here that the RSI is still failing to hold above that level. Now, on this recent run that we've had, you can see the RSI has broken above that, which I see as a bullish trend. Now, if the RSI can stay above this, maybe it, goes to the downside, but then bounces off of that 37 level, I do see that as bullish. But again, we're going to have to see what happens in the next couple of days if we can maintain this action and break above these resistance points. So just something to keep in mind when you are trading. And again, always set your stops, because the market is so volatile, and you never know when another downturn could happen. So again, always just be vigilant with that. But looking at the first news article today, now a lot of people are talking about this, is the Coindesk Consensus Conference. So this was held today, and the SEC chairman was actually there, Jay Clayton, and a lot of people were excited because they were thinking, oh man, regulation is right around the corner. Maybe there's going to be an ETF soon. They were hoping for this positive news, but Clayton actually didn't say that. What he said was, we're waiting till these exchanges are free from manipulation before we can approve an ETF. So again, not positive, not negative, just kind of a blank statement that, hey, there's a lot of manipulation going on, especially in the past couple of weeks. And, people who want to invest in cryptos, they know there's going to be volatility, but they don't want manipulation. They don't want one or two people to be able to control the entire market, which I completely see where he's coming from. So basically, he goes over that, and then he goes over ICOs and what's classified as a security. And he also gives an example here. He said, now, if you have a concept of a laundry token, noting that a token is used to wash clothes would not be security because you're not expecting profit from that. But anything where the company's working to get you a profit and you're expecting the price to go up, that's technically classified as a security. So just dabbling on a couple things they've been talking about throughout the year. And another reason, why security tokens, I believe, are the future and are good tokens to have, which I'll go over in a couple articles in a couple minutes. But yeah, so this was basically what people were talking about today. And again, hopefully, Bakkt keeps delaying their ETF launch. I don't know if they're going to be able to. I think they delayed it from December 12th to, I believe, January 24th, if I'm not mistaken. But they keep delaying it, and they've already delayed it twice, from November 15th to December 12th. And that just goes to show you that they're having trouble getting regulatory approval. So because all this volatility, all this manipulation, until that stopped, then it's kind of like a standstill, until this can be fixed. So hopefully it gets fixed sooner than later so that we can have, continued rally in Bitcoin. But again, it is good to see here that we are showing some positive action. So hopefully this stays, but if not, again, be ready for more downside. Now, on a more positive note here, billionaire Tim Draper says he's unfazed by the Bitcoin crash, and he boldly vows crypto will surpass fiat money. Now, anyone who knows Tim Draper knows he's been bullish on Bitcoin all year, all last year. He actually made a bold prediction last year where he stated that Bitcoin will reach $250,000 in 2022. So he's pretty optimistic about that. And one of the reasons, I can see why he's so bullish. He holds 40,000 Bitcoin that he got at auction for $600 each. So of course, he has an incentive to be bullish. And he talks about wanting to launch a Bitcoin venture fund eventually. But again, you can't always believe these billionaires. Of course, they're going to say, Bitcoin's going to reach astronomical amounts. He says also there's going to be $80 trillion market cap in 5 years. So a lot of these are without reason, but he does give examples that it's similar to the internet and, it comes in waves, and then, not everything always goes up. It always goes in cycles. So I see where he's coming from with that, and how Bitcoin is a new technology similar to the internet. And, hopefully cryptos in general can get that adoption sooner than later. So, we'll see a rally in the market. But with that, again, you can't really put all your eggs in one basket here and believe, that crypto will skyrocket to astronomical prices. It's one step at a time, and just seeing, the SEC approve the ETF and then going from there. But just wanted to bring up this, that, there are still plenty of people bullish on crypto. So again, don't get your hopes down. I'm still bullish long term, but short term, you have to be realistic and, just pretty much only invest what you can afford to lose. So, and last but not least, it's an article here by Ethereum World News, and it says 5 reasons why security tokens are taking over the cryptocurrency space. So I mentioned that SEC, is looking at classifying ICOs, different tokens as security tokens or not. And some of the security tokens that are already out now, one of them is T0. Of course, they had their launch, but also another one is Nexo that I'm going to make another video about, either my next video or the video after that. But basically Nexo, they provide crypto-backed loans, and they have their own get loan button on every single coin, and they actually are paying out dividends to holders who hold Nexo in their own Nexo wallet on their nexo.io website. And if they hold it by the ex-dividend date, which I believe is going to be December 4th or 5th, I'm going to have to double check on that, but December 15th, they will distribute 30% of their profits to all Nexo holders who have Nexo in their wallet. So again, this is a great company, and they have a ton of demand for crypto-backed loans, so that you can get loans from, or you can put in your cryptocurrency, and they'll give you a certain percentage in a loan amount. So if, for example, you say you give them 1 Bitcoin, which is $4,000, say they give you maybe 50% of that value as $2,000 in a loan, and you just have to repay that with a little interest. So you can still keep your Bitcoin, and if it increases in value, you still only owe back that $2,000 plus interest if Bitcoin rose to maybe 6,000. So that's the advantage of it, still being able to have your cake and eat it too, so to speak. But they're a really great coin, and they're actually above their ICO price of 10 cents. So they've been holding up really well in this market, and I believe that they're going to be a lot higher in the future. And just another thing I wanted to talk about when talking about security tokens, and basically they they provide all the rules and regulations. They actually have transparency, and they are regulated, and they also have their KYC procedures. So again, definitely good things to watch out for when looking at different tokens. I think security tokens are the future, and one that will have the most follow through versus other cryptocurrencies. But with that, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Please like the video. I really appreciate it. Trying to grow the channel and help as many people out as I can. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so as well. So till next time, thanks for watching.